advice on like how to strategically talk to a company to make them pay attention to us, to get what we need, sort of a thing.
You start off with like, we're in talks right now, or we're in partnership with the world's leading electric motorcycle manufacturer.
Every year, Europe generates approximately 290 million metric tons of waste, and according to Eurostat, about 37% of that waste ends up in landfills. Zero Motorcycles is trying to reduce the amount of overseas waste by shipping their bikes in recyclable cardboard crates. But the sustainable packaging solution can create problems of its own. This can include the bike being damaged, as well as the cardboard packaging ending up in landfills. And these landfills are just gonna get bigger unless we find a way to shrink them.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Chen, and I'm a third-year environmental studies and economics student.
And I'm Tali Zhao. I'm a fourth-year transfer student from Santa Monica College, and I am a technology and information management major. Okay, we're working on sustainable expert packaging for Zero Motorcycles. In this project, we are dealing with the problems of European environmental directives, making sure that the packaging and all the recycling waste, or just true waste that comes into their ports, are able to be best handled. And in this case, Zero Motorcycles is currently using treated plywood and a combination of different kinds of cardboards.
Is this like a local problem or is this widespread?
It's international shipping, right? Yeah, mainly their international shipping crates are being torn up because they don't want to use plywood.
The biggest issue we have with crates is the straps coming loose or breaking, or the eye bolts pulling loose and the handlebars coming through the sides of the crates.
What's pulling loose?
The eye bolts. I can show you those on one of those.
The eye bolts that the straps actually hook to on the bottom panel.
Yeah.
Those once in a while come loose, and then the bike will tip one way or the other. The handlebar will end up going through the case itself.
Okay.
That's kind of the most common that I've seen.
Because these crates are damaged overseas and then recycled, it's hard to find footage of these crates still intact. So in order to understand the shipping problems that these crates have to deal with, we're going to have to think smaller and sillier. So imagine this knife as a motorcycle, and this box as the cardboard container. Now this young gentleman represents the international shipping process. Now this might be an exaggeration, but human error can lead to this. And even if the crate looks fine on the outside, the knife on the inside can be dulled or damaged.
But it's the most ecologically friendly right now of our two crates, because in Europe those dealers can just break them down and recycle them. We started sending them what we call this hybrid crate that's mostly a wood framework with some cardboard sides in it. And in Germany, particularly, that was an issue. They decanted their bike and stacked all of the wood in a pile, stacked all of the cardboard in a pile, and the recycling company came and said, we'll take your cardboard, we won't take your wood.
Even though we recycle it, the recyclers do not like. And it's instead of the styrofoam or foam, which we don't generally use on this particular configuration, we have this. It's more environmentally sound, but we can have the recyclers pick it up, but because the layers are glued, the glue makes it objectionable to pulp it down and then reform it into something more.
In those cases, the companies sometimes refuse to receive orders depending on the condition of the boxes or the products as they come. And that is the damage issue that we're trying to deal with, and trying to create a stronger crate that can replace the plywood and also keep the box aesthetically from being punctured or scraped or just pushed in or smashed in the corners and so forth. Because when you see something come off of a shipping container like that, you don't know if you want to sign the release to receive it, because once you do, you can't give it back. And when you see something that looks damaged, you're unsure of whether or not you want it in the first place.
Right, where do I want to spend my money? Do I want to spend it at the end of it paying people to deal with my waste, or do I want to spend my money at the front end by designing packaging that will ultimately maybe even be a profit center?
But that's an important driver to, I think, business. If business is run by philosophy rather than by profit or greed, then what kind of change would that make?
It fundamentally affects your ethics as a company. You know, if you're fundamentally at heart and all of your employees share that same vision that you're fundamentally good, honest, ethical people, then everything you do is going to be manifested in that. That's the part you got to fix, is you got to make people want to do it from deep inside. Do it because they want it, not because they have to.
And that itself is just like a design challenge sort of a deal, because they are a building full of engineers who care very enthusiastically about what they do and what they represent and what they care about. And so in order to complete the entire value chain, I think they see the need to add making sure the recyclability and the waste management of their packaging is properly handled.
And it's this way of thinking that allows us to move forward, to create and execute incredible ideas. As Zero Motorcycles grows, they show their concern for the environment by allowing these two UCSC students the opportunity to create an alternative way of shipping. Jennifer and Kelly may succeed with a design based around mycelium, a material that is inherently biodegradable. These two, along with Zero Motorcycles, are just one example of how people everywhere are beginning to work towards more sustainable practices. They care about conserving natural resources without sacrificing the quality of their products. Especially when you have to deal with. Think about it. It's time to shrink some landfills.